Though the benefits of purchasing an ultrabook are numerous, oftentimes these very sleek products lack a lot of ports that people find necessary in a day-to-day basis. Hello all, here at osmbtxreviews.com. You're watching our video review of UNITEK's USB 3.0 Universal Docking Station. This product helps to remedy those downfalls of tablet computers and also ultrabooks, which oftentimes lack a lot of connections and ports, but providing 7 high-speed ports, which include 2 USB 3.0 ports, 1 VGA video out port, a microphone port, a 3.5mm headphone jack port, 1 HDMI 1080p port, and also 1 high-speed Ethernet port for connecting to the internet. This product will work with all Macs and PCs and retails for about $130 on Amazon.com, but can be purchased at a street price of around $80, which makes it a pretty good deal. The interesting thing about this particular product is, in addition to providing both a VGA out port and also an HDMI port, essentially allows you to connect up to 2 separate monitors in addition to the current monitor of your PC, so that you can have up to 3 different monitors displaying a home screen for your Mac or your Windows computer. That's pretty impressive for people looking for an expanded view for multitasking, perhaps in an office situation, or for even giving presentations. The packaging is pretty clean. It includes the dock right on top, a user manual, a core warranty guide. You also have an AC power adapter in the box, a base stand which allows you to prop up your device into a nice angle for use with a desktop computer. You have a USB 3.0 port that connects to the device and into your computer, and also we have access to the installation software CD. Something I do like about the packaging as well is that UNITEK packages their wires in this nice rubbery band material, which actually allows to be reused, and so you can actually rewire your wires so that they don't really tangle up when you're traveling, which is kind of nice. Going back to the dock itself, the product itself is created out of plastic, and though it's very lightweight, it has a pretty durable fit and finish to it. It allows for the product to be fairly portable and easy to carry around with you if you are traveling. The product itself on the back is where all the docks are located, and they are coated in a metal finish, in a metal frame, so they are pretty durable, and I feel like that these ports will be pretty durable and able to last you even as you use them throughout the years. A power on and off switch is located on the back, and when pressed, the front of the device houses a blue LED that will illuminate to show you that the product has been turned on. There are 2 different modes to use the docking station, or any kind of orientations. One is this current horizontal orientation, where it's suitable to place a tablet or just the laptop itself directly on top of the dock itself. This allows the dock to kind of act like a stand or a prop for your tablet or your ultrabook, and you can actually type at a better enhanced angle. So again, your dock will be sitting here, and then so you now have a better angle to type at for your fingers or even to watch video, which is pretty nice. The same thing can be said about ultrabooks and different laptops. You can just place them directly on top of the unit so that we have a nice angle for you to type on, which is better than the device lying flush against a desktop surface. The second orientation for the dock itself is to be used via the included base station, and you can now prop the device up in a portrait manner, and you can now put this to use with other desktops and accessories, and this makes the product less mobile, but it makes it take up less space as well on a desk surface. Now, benefits of using this dock is really great for, again, ultrabooks that lack a lot of ports, because typically I see a lot of ultrabooks in like tablet computers, perhaps if you use PCs, and those devices tend to lack some ports. Perhaps, for example, this EO Turf tab here does not have an HDMI port, but of course it all has a USB port. So after plugging the device into the USB port, we now have enhanced functionality of both VGA as well as the HDMI port, which is great for watching video content on an HD television screen, and also retaining the same features that the product already has. Now, kind of benefits of also using this with a desktop is that if all your ports are located on the back of your desktop and your desktop is placed below the desk surface, it's difficult to reach back and have access to all these ports. So placing this on your desk will actually allow you to more easily access the same ports that you might want to find behind your desktop computer, which is a nice design decision. Otherwise, again, the device allows you to plug in different headphones onto the back of the product pretty easily, and then you can reach back, plug in one to the 3.5mm headphone jack, and then you can plug in also a microphone into the microphone jack as well on the back, and those functions all work fairly decently. The device, of course, can also be plugged into the VGA out port, and something to note here is a lot of second generation or previous generation projectors that were released did not have HDMI outputs, they only had VGA ports. So if you wanted to use a projector screen and you have an older projector, this allows you to actually have a more current computer connected to an older projector, which is pretty nice. I also like how UNITEK has placed in these screws on the sides of the VGA port, so it's very tight in terms of connection and very secure. After you plug it in, you just plug in the screws and you have a pretty good connection going on, which I do like. Additionally, I also like how the stand on here also has rubber feet on the bottom, which allows the device to not slide around when sitting on a desk surface, which is a plus in my book. Even if you're someone who thinks, well, I don't really exactly need three monitors to display my home screen, another practical application for the video outputs would actually be for a head-mounted display. So a lot of people have Oculus Rifts these days, perhaps the Sony HMZ series head-mounted display, and those are like a mini display or a mini television that plugs in via an HDMI output. So then you can also plug this into an HDMI port and watch television on your device in private view, but at the same time still have a screen on your laptop displaying the normal content, and perhaps you can also use the VGA port for a external projector or another secondary screen. So the setup is very complete. As far as the USB ports are considered, they are pretty high speed in terms of data connection, and they are capable of charging your smartphone devices like your iPhone to pretty rapid speeds, and file transfer speeds are very, very good. Something to note though is the manufacturer did say that if you are going to charge your tablet devices like an iPad, it's not going to be that much faster, so it's only going to support really high speed charging for your iPhones and smaller electronic devices. It's not a fully functional rapid speed charger for your iPad. Installing UNITEK stock on a regular computer is an easy-to-use affair. Simply plug in the device's included installation CD, and you are pretty much ready to get set up and plug in the USB port to the device, and you can start using the dock immediately. It's a pretty complementary system, and all the functions are directly set up, so you can start using it without any other hassles. Something that I did note, though, is that if you are planning on using the 3.5mm headphone jack, note that if you have this device plugged into your PC, and you have a headphone jack plugged into this, the headphone jack on your PC will no longer work. In other words, it doesn't provide a second headphone jack, but really just extends and mirrors that functionality on a different port. So unlike the video out ports, which actually add two separate monitors, this one is just another extension. It's not going to add another headphone jack. Overall, the UNITEK USB 3.0 Universal Docking Station is definitely a great buy for those looking for a device that might complement their tablet PC, perhaps for an ultrabook, or perhaps for a Mac computer that lacks a lot of these connections directly on their unit. It's also a great device for older computers or even newer computers that are looking for some ports that devices might not have. For example, an older device might not have a HDMI port, but after plugging in the stock, as long as your system is running on Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, or Windows 8, you now have an HDMI port for watching HD television on an HD television screen. And for newer ultra portables, you can also plug in this device, and all of a sudden you have older ports like a VGA port also usable on this product. This is a pretty sleek product. It's nicely designed, has a lot of different usages, and the price tag is just on the money, I think, because it has all these different solutions. So if you are looking for a device to kind of complement your ultra portable product or for your tablet, this is something that we would definitely recommend. Thanks for watching this video review here at osmbtxreviews.com. This has been UNITEK's USB 3.0 Universal Docking Station. Our overall rating for this product would be 4.9 stars out of 5, and you want to learn more about this product, be sure to read our full written review below this video in our description box. Thanks for watching, everyone.